Zlatan sí dominó, pero no ganó nada, ¿no? Creo que Messi en menos tiempo ha ganado y no son cosas que se puedan comparar. Yo creo que son jugadores diferentes, han venido en situaciones diferentes y no sé qué quieres que te diga.
All right, Zlatan Ibrahimovic out here catching strays, and he's nowhere to even defend himself. Zlatan didn't win anything. Shots fired from Carlos Vela. Herc, are they warranted?
Shots fired, not warranted. Now, listen, I love it because it gives us something to talk about. Up our alley, up our lane, let's take it. But, you know, as a player, as a footballer, you've got the manual, the handbook, the footballer's handbook. What did you ask? Oh, okay, he could have done it a different way, millions of different ways. He could have said, listen, man, they're both great players, so hard to compare, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you know what? It's so weird comparing two of the best players that played in this league, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. No, he went out of his way to remind us, to remind everybody that Zlatan didn't win anything here. Zlatan was my rival, and I won something here. It was me versus Zlatan, and I was the draw. That's what he wanted like this to remind everybody. And listen, he may be right. Zlatan dominated, but didn't win anything. But it was unnecessary. It was violence that he chose. He could have gone about it a different way.
It was petty, if anything, right? It feels small. Not to kick Zlatan, who, you know, definitely has done his fair share of trash talking, but to kick somebody who's no longer around, can't defend themselves either with their actions or their words. What it made me think about Herc immediately, and I think what it made Rafa Luna, one of our great members of the production team, think about, was your interview
Roll the tape.
With Zlatan Ibrahimovic when he started talking trash on Carlos Vela. I think Carlos Vela's still hurt by that interview.
Yeah, I think you're right. And that's what I'm saying. He would like to remind everybody that during that moment, it was Carlos Vela versus Zlatan. Whatever the people may think about Zlatan's career compared to Carlos Vela's career, Carlos Vela got the best of him in that moment. Carlos Vela is the one who scored 34 goals, 15 assists, an MVP, and a supporter shield. And ultimately, yes, he played longer Major League Soccer, but got what he was looking for. And yes, Zlatan may have scored 52 goals in 2 seasons, which is an insane amount. But it weren't more goals than Carlos Vela scored with LAFC in the same time. And Carlos Vela had more in that time. Now, is he hurt from what Zlatan said? Yes, absolutely. Has Zlatan had more of a career than Carlos Vela? Yes, absolutely. But that wasn't the question. And the only one hurt from it ended up being Carlos Vela.
All right, turns out it wasn't Rafa, it was Danny from our production team that remembered your great interview with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. We always want to maintain accuracy here.
Danny's a Galaxy
Futbol
fan.
Americas. So. And that's why he remembers.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.